If you ever find yourself at a vintage vehicle show and suddenly hear a loud hiss of steam, followed by the smell of hot oil and coal smoke, there's a good chance a Sentinel S4 Steam Waggon has just arrived. And when people see one of these machines for the first time, the reaction is usually the same: confusion, curiosity, and then a big smile. Because at first glance, it looks like a normal 1930s truck, but in reality, it's something completely different. Instead of gasoline or diesel, this vehicle runs on steam. Yes, actual boiling water, which means driving it is somewhere between operating a truck and running a small locomotive. And if that sounds complicated, well, that's because it absolutely was. The company responsible for these fascinating machines was Sentinel Waggon Works, based in Shrewsbury, England. Sentinel had been building steam-powered road vehicles since the late 19th century, long before diesel trucks became common. By the early 1900s, their steam wagons were already hauling goods across Britain, serving industries like construction, coal transport, and municipal services. For many businesses at the time, steam wagons were actually more reliable than early internal combustion trucks, which were still developing and often less durable. By the early 1930s, however, competition from gasoline and diesel vehicles was getting stronger every year. Instead of giving up, Sentinel engineers decided to push steam technology even further. In 1934, they introduced an improved generation of steam wagons known as the S-Type series, which included the S4 model. These trucks represented some of the most advanced steam-powered road vehicles ever built. One of the most interesting improvements in the S-Type wagons was the engine design. Earlier steam trucks often used relatively simple engine arrangements, but the Sentinel S-Type introduced a much more sophisticated system. Beneath the cab floor sat a single-acting four-cylinder steam engine mounted horizontally in the chassis. This compact layout allowed the entire power unit to sit low in the vehicle, improving stability and freeing up space above. The engine used a longitudinal crankshaft, meaning the crankshaft ran along the length of the truck rather than across it. Power was transferred to the rear axle through a top-mounted worm drive, a very strong and durable system commonly used in heavy-duty vehicles of the era. Worm drives provided excellent torque multiplication, which meant the truck could pull heavy loads without needing a complex multi-gear transmission. Steam engines behave very differently from modern engines. Instead of building power gradually like a gasoline engine, they produce huge amounts of torque almost instantly. This made the Sentinel S4 extremely capable when starting with a heavy load. In simple terms, when a steam wagon began to move, it didn't struggle, it just slowly and confidently pulled everything along behind it. Of course, the engine itself needed steam to operate, and that's where the boiler came in. The Sentinel S-Type used a vertical water tube boiler mounted at the front of the chassis beneath the cab. This boiler generated steam at roughly 275 pounds per square inch, which was quite impressive for a road vehicle of the time. The boiler burned solid fuel, typically coal or coke, to heat water and produce the high-pressure steam needed to power the engine. Operating the truck required more preparation than simply turning a key. First, the driver had to light the fire in the boiler and allow pressure to build. This process could take around 30 to 45 minutes before the truck was ready to move. In other words, if you overslept in the morning, this was not the vehicle you wanted waiting in your driveway. But once the boiler was hot and steam pressure reached the correct level, the Sentinel became an incredibly capable workhorse. Drivers controlled the power output using a steam regulator that adjusted the amount of steam entering the cylinders. The more steam you allowed in, the more power the engine produced. The truck itself was designed for serious work. Typical Sentinel S4 wagons had a payload capacity of about 5 to 6 tons, which made them ideal for hauling building materials, coal, machinery, or industrial cargo. Many were used by municipalities, construction companies, and transport firms across the United Kingdom. In terms of size, the vehicle measured roughly 18 feet in length, giving it a strong and stable presence on the road. The tall cab sat directly above the boiler and engine assembly, creating the distinctive cab-forward design that made Sentinel trucks instantly recognizable. The suspension system was simple but extremely robust. The S4 used semi-elliptic leaf springs on both the front and rear axles, a configuration commonly used on heavy trucks of the period. These springs were tough, easy to maintain, and capable of handling the heavy loads the vehicle was designed to carry. Top speed for the Sentinel S4 was typically around 20 to 25 miles per hour, depending on the load and road conditions. Now, that might not sound fast by modern standards, but remember that this was a heavy industrial vehicle designed primarily for hauling cargo through cities and industrial areas. Besides, when you're sitting above a boiler producing high-pressure steam, driving a little slower probably felt like a sensible life decision. One interesting fact about steam wagons is that they didn't require a conventional clutch in the same way modern trucks do. Because steam engines produce torque instantly, the driver could simply regulate steam flow to start moving smoothly. It made driving a heavy truck surprisingly manageable once you learned the system. Another fascinating detail was water consumption. Steam engines require a constant supply of water to produce steam, and Sentinel wagons carried large onboard water tanks. However, during long journeys, the driver would still need to stop periodically to refill the water supply. In the early days of steam transport, it wasn't unusual to see drivers stopping near water sources such as rivers or public pumps to refill the tanks. Fuel consumption was also interesting. A working steam wagon could burn several hundred pounds of coal during a full day of operation. In other words, operating one of these trucks required not just a driver, but someone who understood how to manage a small mobile boiler system. Despite the complexity, many drivers loved steam wagons. They were powerful, durable, and surprisingly reliable once properly maintained. The engines had fewer delicate components than early gasoline engines, and their ability to pull heavy loads was legendary. However, by the mid-1930s, diesel technology had improved significantly. Diesel trucks could start instantly, required less preparation, and could travel longer distances without stopping for water or fuel. Gradually, companies began replacing their steam wagons with more modern vehicles. Production of steam trucks declined, and many were eventually scrapped as they became outdated. Fortunately, a number of Sentinel wagons survived thanks to collectors and preservation groups who recognized their historical importance. Today, restored Sentinel S4 wagons occasionally appear at vintage transport events and steam rallies in the United Kingdom. Watching one operate is an unforgettable experience. The hiss of escaping steam, the deep mechanical rhythm of the engine, and the slow but unstoppable movement of the truck create a spectacle that modern vehicles simply cannot replicate. Machines like the Sentinel S4 represent a fascinating moment in transportation history, a time when engineers were experimenting with different technologies to determine what the future of road transport would look like. In the end, diesel engines won that competition, but steam wagons left behind an incredible legacy. The Sentinel S4 Steam Waggon remains one of the most impressive examples of steam-powered road engineering ever built. It's a machine that combines industrial strength, clever engineering, and just a little bit of madness, because let's be honest, building a truck powered by boiling water is either genius or insanity, possibly both. And if you enjoy learning about rare and unusual vehicles like this, machines with strange engineering solutions and incredible stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There are many more fascinating automotive legends waiting ahead.